Not only does marine layer fog affect the climate of an area, but also the vegetation. Milt Radford has a look now at how some of Mother Nature's tallest trees are able to flourish.
Studying the past is a way to determine what may happen in the future. Soil layers, glaciers, and tree rings all leave a record of our climate history. In southern Oregon and northern California, scientists like John Roden study the redwoods.
With a tree ring, you could maybe even see it from a distance. You know the end of growth at the fall, beginning of winter, stops that year, and then the next year starts again. And because of that distinction between winter-summer, growing and not growing, there's a distinct line that can be determined as an annual growth, and therefore we can go back in time and date them pretty accurately.
A tree ring will usually grow thicker when the climate is warmer or wetter. This section of redwood comes from a windfall that was provided to SOU by the National Park Service. It's almost 700 years old, a relative pup when you consider the oldest redwood trees date back 2,000 years. Roden and his assistants mill a sample of the tree rings and then use a mass spectrometer to study stable isotopes of carbon and oxygen. When these two elements are separated, it can help us understand what our climate was like in the past. We have also learned that sea surface temperatures play a critical role in climate variation. Events like El Nino or La Nina alter precipitation and growth rates in the redwoods.
A variety of trees can be studied because they all contain rings. But redwood trees are especially valuable because they're fire resistant and disease resistant. They live a long time. The foggy conditions on the coast also help our study because it stabilizes the isotopes in the tree rings, and that gives us a more accurate record. Another way to improve that accuracy is to go back even farther in time.
Going back a millennium is important for us because in the past there were changes like the Little Ice Age and the medieval warm period about 1,000 years ago, and we want to know how these climatic events like droughts and El Nino events have changed with larger climate change like the Little Ice Age, and if that might help us to predict into the future.
Redwoods provide a proxy record of the past, and by studying the data within the tree rings, it will hopefully improve our understanding of climate.